everyone, and thank you for coming back to my channel where we do soap opera reviews and everything else. Okay, we're gonna go right on into it. We're gonna be reviewing The Bold and the Beautiful for March 6th, Monday, 2017. We're at the fashion house of Forrester Creations, and Father Leader Thomas is getting dressed in the office when his sister, bought and paid for, comes in the design room and catch him in his bare nakedness from really just from his head to his midsection of his stomach. He's walking around with no shirt on. And of course, this is not the first time. Bought and paid for, did not when she went into the design room, which she is not. And Thomas cutely reminds her of that. Then we have bought and paid for is asking, yet begging, her brother, Father Leader Thomas, to come to her wedding. And of course, Thomas is telling bought and paid for she can't separate business from pleasure. Okay. And he's like, I don't think I'm going to be there. Okay. And bought and paid for is feeling some kind of way about it. But he said he would think about it. Then we got Sharpshooter RJ. He's showing Coco around the Force Creation setup around the building. And they're basically in the inventory room downstairs. And it shows very well that both of them really like each other. I mean, like relationship like each other. Okay, then we go to Sally at the Spectre camp. She's looking on the internet to see if anyone is liking them or saying anything good about them from the follow up of the horrible, horrific, what do you call it? Review that Gerald Maxwell had gave on them, which really Maxwell didn't do it. It was more so like dollar bill. Anyway, we go from there. We have Grams saying Coco is going to save our buns. And of course, Sally is really not on board with stealing designs from the Forest of Creation camp. She really wanted to go legit and make a new name for the Spectre family. Then we have Father Leader Thomas is asking who's coming to the wedding. That's basically what he told Bottom Pay for. And of course, she says Dollar Bill is going to be there. Rusty Dusty and Logan's Run is going to be there. Of course, Ivy is going to be there, my courageous Ivy, because she really pretty much had said they should get married in Australia. Um, then you have Slut from Another Mother and Papa Bear. They're going to be there. And that's pretty much it. It's kind of lean. A lean bit of people be there. Excuse me. I guess Rick and Two-Faced Mine, they're not going to be there, but they're going to be holding down the camp. Wow, these people that can't seem to stay married but get married all the time to the same people go on and do another nuptial. Okay. So he goes to ask where, is dad going to, marry Logan's Run over there? And she said no, right after Bozo the Clown and her, meaning bought and paid for it, gets married, that their dad, Rusty Dusty, and Logan's Run is gonna go and elope. I don't know if they eloping somewhere else around Australia, or they're gonna catch a plane and go to Las Vegas. Hell, you can come to Atlanta. I don't know. And I don't think they're giving out their destination because they don't want anybody to pretty much crash the nuptials, okay? Meaning Bill Spencer, dollar bill. So, it's okay, whatever. So then we go to Grams. Grams is saying Coco is going to save us. Sal is against it. And Saul is pretty much on deck with it. He's saying, we need it. We need paychecks. You know what I'm saying? I don't really want to, but I think Grams have a better idea than what we were going with before. Then we go back to Forest Creations. We have Rusty Dusty and Logan's Run has tracked down Sharpshooter RJ down in the inventory room. And they tell RJ that they will be eloping right after bought and paid for and Bozo the Clown get married. And of course, Sharpshooter Audrey is just really thrilled about his parents getting back together and this, that, and the third. He's saying he really can't get away because of midterm. So now they don't got this brother in college. I thought he was in elementary when he came back, a good, 13, 14-year-old. Now they trying to, I guess, put him at the end of the ropes of being maybe a senior in college. So I'm like, they really rushing this shit. But anyway, it is what it is. We go to commercial, we come back. Father Lee Thomas is dressing. I mean, I'm sorry, he's designing. He's sketching something on his little notepad. And Bottom Pay for is talking about the Spectre family and how they operate. Father Leader Thomas tells Bottom Pay for Coco is their newest intern. She's not like the old Spectre team, this and that. She's really nice and she's very smart. And of course, Bottom paid for like, she ain't gonna be here, she ain't gonna be doing that, trying to throw her weight around. And then Thomas, Father Lee Thomas is feeling some kind of way about that. Telling me, okay, you told me to have an interview and hire for the staffing for the interns this year. Now you want to pull the plug on that. You want to call a rank. So she feel kind of bad. She's okay, I trust your judgment. But hey, I'm gonna be watching with one eye. One eye may be closed, but the other one sure gonna be open watching. So we leave that conversation. We go over to Spectral Fashions. We got Grams is telling Sally, you don't want to disappoint your great aunt Sally, now do you? And she looking like, but I don't want to go down in flames like she did either. Pretty much. And then we have Coco is listening to RJ talking to his parents about eloping and how excited he is about getting their family back together, their union, all this, that, and third. Then Miss Coco sneezes and Sharpshooter Audrey is forced to bring her out of hiding, which she was going to tell her anyway, I'm sure, to meet his parents. And he goes on to introduce her as Sally Spectre. And of course, Rusty Dust is all on deck. He's trying to get, is you talking about Sally Spectre, like, way, way back Sally Spectre, your great Aunt Sally Spectre, that's what you talking about. And then you talking about Sally, the one that, what do you call it? Disguised their way into T Dot and baby girl Nicole's wedding and all these antics she's been doing on social media, attacking my daughter and this, that, and the third. That's Sally Spectre. He's like, oh hell no, honey, go on and clear your mental what do you call it, her personal items out her locker and get the hell off the property. I mean, he was kind of rude. He wasn't kind of, he was downright rude to the girl. I'm like, Rusty, Dusty, okay, somebody need to bring you down, then you're gonna really be brought down, almost like not even being seen, okay? Whew, when they finish with you and you calling rank and you just got there as CEO. I mean, and how you got there is just like, it's mind-boggling. Okay, so I'm like, you messed up from the top of your head to the sole of your feet. So you don't really need to be pulling no ranks nowhere, especially going up against a decision that your son made, that y'all wanted him, felt comfortable in him doing this particular job and hiring these particular interns, and now you're gonna just, pull rank, just like bought and paid for was trying to do. So he pretty much just, hey, we ain't nothing else to talk about. Sharpshooter RJ was trying to take up, even Logan's Run, but we're gonna let Logan Run just, we're gonna give her a pass because she gonna have some heartbreak. She gonna have some serious heartbreak, okay? But she still win in the end because she's still getting a man that got money, power, and all like that. But it is what it is, and more resources than Forster Creations, okay? So she wins either way. But anyway, the rest of us were really rude to her, just really rude. And Coco was like, okay, this is your company. I respect you. Y'all have a great foundation. I'll leave. Understandable. You concerned. Okay, deuces, brother. So that's pretty much how she deals with it. Then we go to Grams. Grams want Coco to spy, but doing a hidden camera underneath her clothes where she really don't know about it. So they pretty much planting a camera on Coco without her knowledge. Okay, ain't that some messed up mess? Ooh, I tell you. Then bottom paper is calling her a thief, meaning Coco, if she works there and this, that, and third. And Thomas is saying, look at him. That's not called for. She's not a thief. She's not this. She's not that. Okay. Then we go to RJ. RJ's talking up for Coco, meaning going against his father and all his revelations of the past. He's saying this is the future. I mean, the present. We're going into the future. She's not like that. It's a new generation, a new breed. But of course, Rusty Duster puts his foot down. And again, like I said, old crazy ass, Logan's Run. She's trying to take up for her man and approval and all this, that, and that stuff. Sitting her ass down and let him handle it. You know what I'm saying? Whew, anyway, but she takes his side. And RJ is mad as hell at his dad. We go to commercial, we come back. We have Grams and Saul is trying to convince Sally that they need this. Sally's getting on the train with that idea because it's more so they're doing dirty work, but they're putting it on Coco, but Coco has no idea that she's being set up. Okay. Then we have Rusty Dusters trying to figure out how um Greedy Ricky Rick and Father Lee Thomas made such a grievous mistake on hiring Coco without him being told about it. Then we have small talk still going on between Bought and Paid For and Father Lee Thomas. And Bought and Paid For gives in and says, okay, she can stay. So how you have one CEO saying the girl can stay, then you have another CEO saying the girl have to go. Ain't this some fucked up shit, y'all? You talking about somebody ain't on the same page or not even reading the same book, I guess. Now, how they gonna run something? I don't know. Anyway, we go to Sharpshooter RJ. He catches up with Coco as she's trying to leave the building. She's going through the manufacturing part where they're moving boxes and stuff like that. And it's very noisy down there, and you got people on these little machines that move boxes from one place to another. Several boxes at one time. I guess they call it forklifts or pallets, something, whatever. And RJ's, pretty much saying goodbye. He apologizes for his father's actions. He goes on to tell Coco she's gonna have a brilliant future in the fashion industry. He's just sorry it couldn't be with them. Da 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 da. Coco, tries to tell him it's not your fault. It's not your family's fault. It's just what she got to deal with because she's a part of the Spectre clan, and it just is what it is. And then as she's saying goodbye to sharpshooter RJ has this big old pallet of boxes coming at him because the forklift driver, I guess, doesn't see him, and it just basically it's probably really loud in the warehouse, and normally many people that work in warehouse they probably got their earphones, listen to music, and they're not even paying attention. And so Coco yells at RJ for him to get out the way. But my feelings is she gonna probably dive in the what do you call it, in the way, or push him out the way, and she gonna land on him and somehow. That's usually what happens, when people get on these soap operas and they finna get run over, whatever. You always have the other person taking the hit for that person that they care about or whatever. So I think she probably jumped in his way and pushed him and her out the way. It just is what it is. Just a way for Rusty Dust to say, okay, I guess she can stay since she was very heroic in saving you. Because if that was the case, all them damn bosses would have fell on you and you would have had a concussion or possibly died. So I guess she deserved to be here. But we're going to be watching her, honey. Watching her like a hawk. And that's how I really feel that's what's going to happen on tomorrow's episode or maybe Thursday's episode. Okay, but that was my take, my recap, my review of The Bold and the Beautiful that aired on March 6th at 1:30 p.m. Y'all take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you. And please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. And please share and like my videos as well, guys. And thank you for coming to Deb Chanel's 48's World. Good night.